Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into the new China visa process, specifically for South African passport holders. And if you've done this before, you're going to want to listen up, because the entire rulebook has pretty much been rewritten.
So, you're planning that big trip to China, right? You know that the visa application can feel like this giant hurdle you have to clear first. Well, you're in luck, because we're going to make that hurdle feel a whole lot smaller.
Yeah, as of 2025, the entire system has been updated. So stick with me, and we'll walk through this new process together, step by step, to make sure you get it right the very first time.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with what's new, then we'll cover how to prep your digital documents. I'll walk you through the whole online form, we'll talk about submitting in person, and then we'll wrap up with some pro tips to avoid those annoying common mistakes.
First up, let's get into the single biggest change to this whole process. Seriously, understanding this one shift is the absolute key to avoiding a ton of frustration right from the start. So listen up, because this is the most important thing to know. You cannot just show up at the Visa Center anymore. The process is now online first. What does that mean? It means your entire application, all your documents, the whole shebang, has to be submitted and pre-approved online before you can even think about going there in person.
And just to be clear, this isn't some old rule. This online first system was rolled out specifically for South African applicants in 2025. So if you're looking at an old guide from a few years ago, you're basically headed straight for a dead end.
Okay, now that you get the whole online first thing, let's talk about prep work. Getting your documents right from the beginning is crucial. This is where most people mess up, and paying attention right now will save you so much time later.
You really need to get this part right. These file requirements are not suggestions. Your ID photo has to be a JPEG with those exact pixel dimensions and that specific file size. And for everything else, your flight bookings, passport scan, you name it, save them as image files, like a JPG or a PNG. I'm telling you, the system is famous for rejecting PDFs, so the golden rule is convert everything to a JPG before you start.
So what do you actually need to get ready? It's usually these four things, all scanned and saved as image files. First, your passport's main page. Second, that perfect JPEG photo we just talked about. Third, your travel itinerary, so your flights and hotels, or an invitation letter if you have one. And finally, if you're not a South African citizen, you'll need proof you're legally in the country.
All right, you've got all your files gathered and formatted perfectly. Now you are ready to tackle the main event, the online application itself. Let's do this.
The online part really boils down to four simple steps. First, you'll head over to the China Visa Application Service Center, or CVASC website, create an account, and fill out the online form, which they call the COVA. Step 2, you carefully upload all those documents you just prepared. Step 3, you hit submit, and then you wait. And Step 4, the best part, you watch your email like a hawk for that official approval.
And this is exactly what you're waiting for. You're going to get an automated email, and this phrase right here, completed the online review, that is your green light. When you see that, you know you're good to go to the next step. The second you get that email, open it up. There will be a PDF attachment called the Visa Application Certificate. You need to download that and print it out. You absolutely have to have this physical piece of paper for the next phase. Don't forget it.
All right, you've got your online approval email and your printed certificate in hand. You have officially made it to the final step, heading over to the center in Sandton for your in-person submission.
So here are the details you'll need. It's on the 14th floor of the Sandton City Office Tower. And here's the best part. Once you have that online approval, you do not need an appointment. Nope, you can just walk in during their submission hours, which are weekdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So what do you bring with you? It's a super simple checklist. You need four things. Number 1, your actual original passport. Number 2, that printed visa application certificate. 3, any other documents that the email might have mentioned. And 4, of course, a way to pay for it all.
Okay, let's talk about timing, just so you know what to expect. After you submit online, plan on it taking about 5 or more working days for them to review it. Then once you go in person and drop off your passport, you're looking at another 4 or 5 working days for the final processing. All in all, you should probably budget for at least 2 full weeks from the day you start.
And now we're at my favorite part. Let's talk about how to avoid the common mistakes, the little traps that cause all the delays and rejections.
The number one mistake, hands down, is uploading PDFs.
As we talked about, the system just doesn't like them. The solution could not be easier. Take that flight confirmation PDF, convert it to a good quality JPG, and upload that image file instead. Simple.
And the second biggest error is the photo. Let me be clear, close enough is not good enough. It has to match those specs exactly. Your best bet here is to use a free online image resizer to get it perfect before you even start filling out the form. It'll save you a huge headache.
So, when you add up the online review time, the in-person part, and the final processing, what's the magic number? Trust me on this, give yourself a 1 to 2 month buffer before your travel date. That way, if there are any hiccups, you've got plenty of time to sort them out without any stress.
All right, let's do a final lightning round check. You've created your account and filled out the form? Check. Your photo is a perfect JPEG down to the last pixel? Check. All your other documents are JPGs? You got it. You've got that approval email and the printed certificate? Perfect. Original passport is ready to go? And you've mentally blocked out about a week for processing after you drop it off? You are all set.
And there you have it. That is the complete roadmap for navigating the 2025 China visa process. The system is different, for sure, but now you know exactly how to handle it. The key, as you can see, is all in the preparation. The journey starts online, so are you ready to begin?